Chosen one, this is it. What I'm about to share with you will shake you to your core, and if you're watching this, it's no accident. God has led you here because something incredible is about to happen in your life tonight. Tonight marks the start of your upgrade, a shift so deep that will rewrite every limit you once knew. You felt the stir in your dreams, the ache in your bones, the whisper of something greater calling your name. They tried to cast doubt on your path, but they could not drown out the truth tapping at your spirit. If this message already speaks to your soul, subscribe, like this video, and comment 77 below. The hidden codes of your destiny are about to unfold. Stay with me and witness the light that even they cannot extinguish. The shift from carbon to crystalline body. Tonight, you stand on the edge of a change so vast it will shift every part of who you are. You felt the heaviness in your chest, the ache in your joints, and the restless nights where sleep slips through your fingers. You wonder if you're losing your mind, if your body betrayed you. They tell you it's stress, they call it burnout, but you know it's something more. You are not alone in this. Every pulse in your veins is a signal, a call to something greater, waiting just beyond the veil. The air around you hums with promise. What if this unease is not a curse, but an invitation? They cannot dim your inner light, and tonight the truth will break free. Prepare yourself to follow hidden currents that lead straight to your radiant core. Trust that what feels unsettling now will reveal the power you've long forgotten. You might have tried to push past the strange cravings for pure water, the sudden aversion to heavy foods, and the bursts of energy that surge and then crash. You may have questioned your purpose as old routines lost their grip on you. Some mornings you wake heavy with doubt, feel the weight of old patterns clinging like shadows. You watch relationships falter as you sought something real, only to find more dead ends. The whispers of self-doubt and self-criticism have grown louder, telling you that you're not enough and that you misread every sign. Yet this battle is not against your own heart, but with the shell you've long inhabited. Every moment of confusion has been part of guiding you here, to the threshold of a new form, a new way of being. The struggle you born was a proving ground, preparing you for what comes next. In the heart of ancient prophecy, a less trodden path shines with the promise of rebirth. In Ezekiel 36 verse 26, it is written that a heart of stone will be removed and replaced with a heart of flesh. This speaks not only to emotions but to your very body. Your bones, once heavy with doubt, are primed for renewal. They whisper of a plan so vast that every trial has been an act of divine calibration. This is no random surge of energy, but a sacred ceremony scripted before time. They will scoff, calling it fantasy, yet the currents of change swirl around you, undeniable and alive. This moment marks the turning point in a story written by forces beyond sight. Embrace that this upheaval in flesh is guided by a hand that shapes stars and dreams alike. Now, watch for signs that cannot be ignored. You may sense a gentle warmth rising along your spine, as if sunlight flows beneath your skin. Colors will appear brighter, sounds sharper, and sacred patterns hidden in ordinary moments will reveal themselves. Your intuition will sharpen, guiding you with flashes of insight that defy logic. As you breathe, you'll feel tiny sparks dancing in your veins, and you may find yourself drawn to crystals, water, and quiet spaces with a hunger you can't explain. Doors that once stood locked will open with ease, and conversations will flow unbidden, offering guidance. These shifts show that divine timing has aligned every thread of your life. Your challenges, your prayers, your silent longings, all weaving into a tapestry that shines with potential. You are awakening to a new frequency. Behind the scenes, unseen hands are reshaping your path. The struggles you endure were never meant to break you, but to break open every block that stood between you and your true self. Spiritual forces move like gentle rivers, carving out a channel for your destiny to flow. Synchronicities, those chance meetings and uncanny coincidences, are breadcrumbs from the divine leading you forward. They guide you past hidden obstacles and into spaces where opportunity waits. In Proverbs 4 verse 18 it says, "The path of the righteous is like the morning sun, shining ever brighter till full light of day." Your faith, not in others but in the true stirring within, is the key that turns every lock. This is intervention not by chance, but by an intelligence that orders galaxies and sparks new life in weary bones. Many shy away when they sense this kind of shift. Fear lurks in the unknown, whispering that transformation means loss. People cling to comfort, even if it brings pain, because it feels familiar. But real change asks you to shed the old shell completely and step naked into the light. To fully align, you must let go of every doubt and every safety net they offered you. This moment is your sacred invitation to decide, once and for all, who you will become. Will you cling to the fading echoes of who you were, or will you embrace the brilliant being you were born to be? This choice is not easy, but your soul has danced around it long enough. The time has come to stand firm, to open your arms to the unknown, and to trust that your true body awaits its unveiling. Now that the signs blaze around you and the currents carry you forward, stand tall in your power. Release fear like a snake sheds its skin and step into the glow of your own becoming. Claim this identity as your own, a being of crystal light, resonating with harmony, strength, and unity. Begin each day with a moment of stillness. Feel the spark in your chest. Breathe life into every cell. Seek out water, light, and truth. Surround yourself with those who see your light and mirror it back to you. Every action, no matter how small, affirms the new code running through your veins. You hold the power to align with this divine frequency fully. Trust that with each step, you move closer to your divine purpose. Carry this truth into every breath and every moment. They cannot dim the crystal glow rising within you. Tonight marks the turning point in a journey that began long before you breathed your first breath. Let your flesh become a temple of light, ringing with the song of creation. Stand unshaken in the knowledge that you are guided, protected, and renewed. Comment Crystalline if this resonates with you. Special thanks to our current members who walk this path daily with us. And if you feel called to go even deeper, there's a sacred space reserved for our community, a private room where you receive full prophetic messages daily. Join our private membership through the link in the description and walk this path with us. Signs of spiritual and physical upgrade. Tonight, you might lie awake, heart pounding as the world around you falls asleep. You felt a restlessness that no amount of tossing and turning can chase away. There's a whisper beneath your ribs, a subtle vibration like a tuning fork resonating in silence. You've questioned your own senses, wondering if this intensity is your mind playing tricks. They dismiss your unease as anxiety, but you know there's something deeper stirring within. You are not alone in this liminal space between the old self and something entirely new. In this threshold moment, the familiar world feels muted and a hidden frequency calls to you. What if this unrest is the first echo of the crystalline light, ready to break through your carbon shell? Hold on to that thought, because what comes next will illuminate the path you're meant to walk. You've sensed it in moments of pure confusion. Standing in the shower, feeling as though every droplet washes away old patterns, yet finding no relief. You've endured days when hunger turned into a craving for clear water, your body rejecting what once nourished you. You watch relationships fray as your worldview shifted, friends unable to share the vision of what you sense rising within. The weight on your shoulders feels not like fatigue, but like pressure molding you into a new shape. Each pang of doubt cuts deeper because it seems to come from those closest to you, questioning your reality. They see your transformation as an odd phase, but you know it's a pull of a higher code rewriting every cell. This is not a solo battle. Countless others tread this fine line, teetering between the familiar past and an uncharted future. Your struggle is no accident, but a chapter in a divine blueprint designed to ready you for a breakthrough. In Zephaniah 3 verse 17, it is written that the Lord rejoices over you with gladness and will renew you with his love. This renewal isn't merely spiritual. It begins in the very fibers of your being. Every trial you face has been an intentional calibration, breaking down resistance, so you might embrace this transformation without illusion. They will tell you that hardships test your endurance, but this moment reframes those trials as sacred way showers, pointing you toward the crystalline reality that awaits. Embrace that your turmoil is not punishment but preparation, a renaissance scripted in the scrolls before time itself began. Now, watch for signs that ripple through both the visible and the unseen. You may notice sudden sensitivity to light, as if your eyes have upgraded their receptors to perceive a spectrum you never knew existed. The simplest tasks, stepping into a sunbeam or sipping fresh spring water, Ignite a thrill that feels both physical and divine. You might wake at dawn with your mind crackling like static, every thought a flash of insight. At work or in crowded rooms, you sense unseen currents, reading emotions like ripples on water. Like a radio tuning into a new wavelength, your body aligns with a frequency that resonates beyond carbon limits. These shifts are proof that cosmic timing is in full swing, weaving together chance encounters, inner whispers, and external signs into a tapestry that only you can fully see. Behind the scenes, forces move in your favor, clearing obstacles you didn't even know existed. Those late-night prayers and secret longings have not gone unanswered. Spiritual guides reach through hidden channels, redirecting opportunities and aligning people who can help you rise. You may recall the story in 2 Kings 6 verse 17, where Elisha's servant had his eyes opened to a mountain full of horses and chariots of fire. So too are you being shown the divine support encircling you. Every synchronicity, every chance meeting, every book that falls into your lap is part of a grand design to elevate you. This isn't coincidence. It's intervention by an intelligence that crafts galaxies and plants stars in the empty night. Trust that your faith, even if trembling, is the catalyst for these manifestations. Many recoil at the moment when signs can no longer be denied. Fear whispers that such change threatens the life you know, warns that new levels of awareness carry unbearable responsibility. But this is a pivot point where you must choose. Cling to the comfort of carbon limitations or step fully into the radiance of your crystalline form. Zechariah 4 verse 6 reminds us, "Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit." And it is that spirit urging you onward. To resist now is to deny the purpose etched into the very code of your being. This is your sacred initiation, a moment where hesitation gives way to resolve, and the echoes of past doubts are silenced by the clarity of your own calling. Now that you see the signs and feel the currents of divine alignment, claim your place in this unfolding story. Release the fear that has tethered you to old patterns. Stand in front of a mirror at dawn and speak to the emerging you. Declare that no shadow can obscure your light. Seek water, sunlight, silence, and the company of those who mirror your highest truth. Journal the visions that come. Allow your hands to run over stones that vibrate with memory. Each step, no matter how small, cements your new identity. You are no longer merely carbon. You are a crystalline vessel for the divine frequencies pouring through creation. Trust this process with unwavering certainty, for it is aligned with your highest destiny. Carry this energy into every breath. They will notice the difference in how you carry yourself, how your presence calms storms and ignites hope. Your transformation is not a private miracle, but an invitation for others to awaken. The ordinary world will never look the same, for you will see the sacred in every moment. Tonight, you enter a realm where flesh and spirit converge, where the promise of light moves from a distant dream into the cells of your body. Embrace this upgrade without reservation, and watch as every door opens to welcome the true you. Come and awaken if this resonates with you. And to every soul who supported with a super thanks. Thank you. You are keeping this light alive for others who haven't found it yet. If you feel called to help this mission reach more chosen ones, tap the super thanks button below. Your energy supports these messages and helps them travel further. Your voice matters. Your belief matters. And your light is felt here. Awakening of divine potential. Tonight, you may feel a flicker of something vast stirring within your mind, like the first spark of dawn breaking through a long night. Perhaps you've sensed ideas bursting forth in unexpected moments, an insight while washing dishes, a sudden clarity during a silent commute. You wonder if these flashes of inspiration are your imagination, or a sign of something deeper calling your name. You question whether you're simply overworking your brain, or if, just maybe, these thoughts herald a higher purpose. You are not alone in this awakening. Across time, seekers have felt the same hum of power at the edge of consciousness, wondering if they dared claim it. What if these sparks are not random, but the first flames of divine light igniting your true potential? Stay with this thought as we trace the path from quiet ember to blazing fire within you. You wrestle with doubt as you glimpse new abilities and then shrink back, afraid to trust what you cannot explain. In crowded rooms, you feel your mind pull toward truths that seem too vast for ordinary life. When a friend speaks, you sense the unspoken currents beneath their words. and in moments of solitude, you receive visions that vanish when you try to hold them. You felt dismissed by voices that label your experiences as daydreams or fantasies. Each time you share a vision and are met with skepticism, the walls around your heart tighten. The weight of rejection presses down, making you question if you're chasing mirages. Yet every pang of loneliness is a reminder that you are being prepared for something extraordinary. This tension between what you feel and what you're told to believe has carried you to this crossroads. In this struggle, divine timing has carved a space for your gift to emerge. Joel 2 verse 28 tells us, "And afterward I will pour out my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy." This prophecy speaks directly to you, whispering that what you feel is not hallucination, but a sacred infusion of insight. Your confusion, your fear, these have been a refining fire shaping you into a vessel fit for divine purpose. They will insist you're imagining your power, but this is your anointing, your heart being shaped to deliver wisdom that echoes through ages. Embrace that your inner turmoil is part of a grand design, a spiritual apprenticeship forging the gifts you're meant to wield. Now, pay attention to the signs painting themselves across your days. In dreams, you receive symbols too vivid to dismiss. Golden threads weaving patterns of possibility. Doors opening to rooms filled with light. Your silent meditations become fertile ground, and sudden epiphanies bloom like lotus flowers in your mind. You find yourself drawn to books you once ignored, discovering passages that speak words you've never read, yet feel you've always known. Opportunities arise as if by magic. A chance conversation guides you to a mentor. A random workshop unlocks a new skill. Like a garden after rain, your mind ripens with promise. Each drop of insight a sign that divine timing is knitting together the perfect moment for your gifts to flourish. Behind these outward changes, unseen forces work tirelessly on your behalf. Every obstacle you face was a rehearsal, not a punishment. Synchronicities, those uncanny alignment of time and place, are the footprints of higher powers guiding your steps. You may recall a chance meeting that seemed accidental, yet led to profound breakthrough in your craft. Psalm 37 verse 23 assures us that the steps of the good man are ordered by the Lord, and you see this ordering unfold in your life. Doors open just as you wonder what comes next, and resources appear when you feel most in need. These interventions remind you that your gifts are not born of mere ambition, but carved by divine intention. Your faith in these unseen currents will accelerate the manifestation of your potential. At this crossroads, you realize it is no longer enough to simply notice the signs. You must fully claim them. Many hesitate, gripped by fear of losing what they know or becoming something unrecognizable. You may resist, thinking the comfort of the past safer than the promise of a new self. Yet true alignment demands courage, to welcome every vision, to speak every truth, to step into power without reservation. This is your sacred threshold, the moment where passive dreaming transforms into active embodiment. If you hesitate now, those sparks may fade, and you will return to an ordinary cadence, wondering what might have been. But if you embrace this calling, you will shatter the carbon limits that once defined you and ignite a presence that cannot be quelled. Now is the time to stand in the light that dawns behind your eyes. Release every shred of doubt and claim the gift stirring within. Begin each day with intention. Journal the visions that come. Speak aloud the truths you receive, and ground yourself in moments of stillness that honor this new rhythm. Seek out those who recognize your glow, and let their reflections embolden you. Step into roles that require your wisdom, even if they terrify you at first. Each small act of faith fans a flame of your divine potential, forging you into the beacon you were born to be. Trust in the power coursing through your veins, and let it guide your next steps toward a destiny written in light. Carry this flame into every moment of your life. They will notice a change in your voice, the steadiness behind your gaze, the effortless way you navigate complexity. Your awakening is not a private revelation, but an invitation for others to step into their own power. Tonight, you stand at the edge of profound transformation where your mind becomes a conduit for divine truth. Embrace this purpose, for it mirrors the vastness of stars and the depth of oceans. Your gift is a light for the world. Comment potential if you sense this flame stirring within you, navigating emotional and relationship changes. Tonight, you may find yourself staring into a mirror, searching for the person you once knew, only to see someone reshaped by unseen forces. You felt the tightness in your chest when familiar faces drift away, the ache of unanswered calls and unreturned messages. Perhaps you lie awake wondering if you've done something wrong, or if the world itself has shifted beneath your feet. You are not alone in this uncertainty. Many chosen souls have reached this precipice, faced with the unraveling of the life they once held dear. Yet what feels like abandonment is in truth an invitation to a deeper love, one that transcends the old ties and embraces a unity you cannot yet fully see. Trust that these changes carry hidden wisdom, a roadmap to a heart space vast enough for your true light to flourish. You've endured moments where every attempt at connection seemed to miss the mark, your words echoing in hollow spaces where once there was understanding. You felt the sting of rejection when loved ones questioned your path or dismissed your spiritual insights as fancy or folly. You've sat alone at family gatherings, watching conversations circle around topics that no longer hold your interest, your soul crying out for depth that others cannot fathom. The weight of isolation presses down, making you doubt your worth and question your purpose. Yet beneath this loneliness lies a profound hunger for authenticity that cannot be satisfied by hollow companionship. This pain is a proof of your emergence, a signal that you are moving toward a version of yourself unbound by old expectations. In the tapestry of divine orchestration, every fraying connection serves as purposeful pruning for your soul's growth. In Psalm 66 verse 10 it is written, "For you, God, tested us. You refined us like silver. Just as a refiner's fire removes dross from precious metal, so too are your relationships being purified." This phase is not a curse, but a sacred refinement, guiding you toward bonds rooted in truth and resonance. They may accuse you of coldness or label your evolution as selfish, but these trials are the divine forge shaping your capacity for genuine intimacy. Embrace that each broken thread has been woven into a design greater than you, yet intimately tailored to your destiny. Now, you begin to notice signs of this transformation weaving through your life like threads of gold. Conversations that once felt draining now leave you restless, as if your spirit calls you onward to richer terrain. You subtly find yourself drawn to moments of solitude, where silence becomes a symphony and your heart opens wider than ever before. New friendships sprout in unexpected places, a chance encounter in a cafe, a shared glance at a bookstore, bringing people whose spirits echo your own. Even your dreams reveal symbols of release, falling leaves that drift away gently, birds soaring free in dawn skies. These synchronicities are not accidents, but markers of divine timing, guiding you toward connections that honor your evolving frequency. Behind these outward shifts, unseen hands are at work, clearing pathways and orchestrating encounters with uncanny precision. You may recall that day when you felt utterly cast adrift, only to receive a message that spoke directly to your heart, offering guidance and solace. Or remember the moment when a casual suggestion led you to a group of like-minded seekers who now feel like family. In Isaiah 43 verse 19, the promise rings clear. "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it?" These divine interventions are the gentle hands of grace lifting obstacles and revealing the truth that your struggles were never punishment but preparation for elevation. Your faith in these unseen currents is a catalyst that transforms prayer into manifestation. At this threshold, you stand face to face with your own resistance. You may feel the urge to cling to familiar discomfort rather than risk the unknown, to retreat into old patterns rather than embrace the vulnerability of new bonds. Yet true alignment demands that you step forward despite fear, releasing the spectatorship of your own life and claiming your role as co-creator. In 2 Corinthians 5 verse 17, it is declared, "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come. The old is gone, the new is here." This is your godly right and sacred invitation to shed the armor of past expectations and dress in the freedom of your renewed self. The moment to decide is now. Will you honor the call or retreat into the echo of former ties? Now that the fog of confusion lifts, you are empowered to chart your course with clarity and courage. Begin by honoring the process of release. Send gentle farewells to those relationships that no longer serve your highest good and create space for fresh connections aligned with your emerging truth. Cultivate daily practices that deepen your bond with the divine, journaling your encounters with grace, meditating on a love that flows through every breath, or setting sacred intentions for the relationships you wish to nurture. Seek out communities that mirror your vision, where authenticity and mutual growth are the foundation. Remember that every act of boundary setting is an act of self-love, reaffirming your worth and anchoring you in the unity you are destined to embody. Carry this transformation into every facet of your being. They will see the shift in the calm resolve in your gaze, the warmth that now pours from your presence. You will become a living testament to the divine promise that no bond is lost but merely transformed, making room for a deeper, more expansive network of love and purpose. Your story of release and renewal will inspire others to trust the process and embrace their own evolution. Tonight, you stand at the confluence of past and future, ready to navigate the currents of your heart with courage and grace. Comment release if this resonates with you, embodying unity and love. Tonight, you may feel a subtle vibration beneath your skin, as if the heartbeat of the earth is syncing with your own. Perhaps you've sat alone in quiet moments, sensing an ache for a connection that transcends mere conversation. You watched the news and felt a spirit division, yearning for a balm that heals fractured hearts. They tell you to look away, to settle for surface-level ties, but you know there's a deeper current waiting to carry you. You are not the only one who longs for more than small talk and shallow smiles. Somewhere inside, you feel a whisper that calls you to step beyond yourself and into a bond that knits every soul into a single tapestry. Stay close, for what you sense on the edge of your awareness is only the first ripple of something vast and life-giving. You've known the sting of isolation when your ideals set you apart from friends and family. You felt the ache when your attempts at kindness went unnoticed or were met with suspicion. Perhaps at work you've offered compassion in moments of co-worker stress, only to be labeled too soft or visionary. You've wondered if your longing for unity makes you naive or overly idealistic. In relationships, you may have been hurt when your deepest expressions of love were misunderstood or even mocked. These wounds leave you wounded and wary, building walls where bridges once stood. Yet each scar also marks a place where your heart grew stronger, refining your capacity for empathy and preparing you to love more fully. This journey has not weakened you. It has readied you for a unity that reshapes everything. In the grand design of your transformation, every fracture you endured is part of a sacred rehearsal. The Apostle Peter wrote in his first letter that, finally, all of you have unity of mind, sympathy, brotherly love, a tender heart, and a humble mind. 1 Peter 3 verse 8. This call to embody a divine harmony applies not just to thoughts, but to the very fabric of your soul. Your moments of pain and rejection were never mistakes, but stepping stones on a path toward this higher state of being. They have stripped away illusions, forging in you a tender strength that can hold the weight of true compassion. Embrace that these trials were not detours, but direct routes to your destined heart of unity. Now, look for the signs that this unity is blossoming within you. You may find yourself moved to tears when witnessing a sunrise or touched by the sound of children laughing in the street. Your tolerance for petty grievances fades, replaced by a quick desire to listen, to understand, to embrace. Colors may seem richer, as though every hue carries a message of connection. In crowded spaces, you sense the hum of shared life, as if each person pulses with silent song that unites you all. Even mundane tasks, making tea, washing dishes, transform into rituals of togetherness, moments where you feel linked with every soul that ever performed the same actions. These are the gentle proof that divine timing has aligned your spirit with the great chorus of existence. Behind these outward shifts, energies aligned to support your journey toward oneness. You may recall seemingly random encounters that bloomed into profound friendships or chance conversations that offered healing insights at just the right moment. The prophet Amos spoke of justice flowing like an ever-flowing stream and righteousness like a mighty river. Amos 5 verse 24. This transformation is yours by divine right. You are the chosen one walking into a new age of light and love. Subscribe if you haven't yet, like this video, and comment "I am chosen" to let this message anchor in your soul. Share it with someone who needs to hear this. Thank you to all supporting members. Your faith fuels this flame. 4 full prophetic revelations daily. Join the membership via the link in the description. Your spiritual path deserves more than fragments. Step into the full light. And if this message moved you deeply, consider tapping the Super Thanks button to support the mission. Every Super Thanks fuels the light we're spreading together. Stay awake, Chosen One.